Let's learn le conditionnel présent. Where do we use this tense? We'll learn that, but before that, we'll see how it is conjugated so that it's easier for you to understand the uses and examples. Okay, so how is conditional présent conjugated? The first thing that you should know is it is a one verb tense. Okay, it is not a two verb tense or not a composed tense. It is a one verb tense. So you know that if it's a one verb tense, it has to have base and terminaison. Okay, a base which is the same for all the subjects and the endings. Okay, which is unique to each subject. Okay, you know that we have been doing this. Now, it is very easy if you know base du futur simple and terminaison de l'imparfait because it is the combination of these two. Okay, these two form the conjugation of conditional présent. Okay, if you know these, there's no exception, nothing different. It's exactly the same. But if you don't know, don't worry. We'll cover that in this video also. Okay. Now, base du futur simple and terminaison de l'imparfait. So, let's first look at the terminaison because terminaison doesn't change. Okay, whether they are regular verbs or irregular verbs, terminaison remain the same. Okay, so what are these terminaisons here? With je, we add AIS to the base. With tu, we add AIS again. With il, elle, on, we add AIT. With to nous, we add IONS. Vous, we add IEZ. And il, elle, we add AIENT. Okay, so these are the endings. But you should know that the pronunciation, okay, of all these endings, okay, it's the same. They are pronounced in the same way. E. Okay, and obviously for nous and vous, it's different. Ion and ie. Okay, so you know this. Now we just have to look at the base. Okay, la base is the stem of futur simple. Okay, for that we'll see it in two parts, les verbes réguliers first and then les verbes irréguliers. Okay, so firstly the er ending verbs. Okay, for example, aimer, okay, manger, souhaiter. Okay, what do? We take the whole verb. Okay, we take the whole verb. Whether it's er ending or ir ending, we take verb à l'infinitif. Okay, here also we take verb à l'infinitif. Okay, so for the base, we take verb à l'infinitif. Okay, if it is a regular verb. Okay, so even if it's ir ending verb like finir, choisir, réussir, that is to succeed or pass. Okay, or a regular RE ending verb like prendre, boire, dire, connaître, etc. Okay. So, how do we use them? Let's see. Obviously, we take the subjects and we put the whole verb, infinite form of the verb. So, if it's aimer, let's try to conjugate aimer in conditional présent. So, we have aimer. Okay. Then tu, il, elle, on, doesn't matter which subject it is. We'll put verb à l'infinitif. And then we'll add the appropriate endings. We saw over here, right? So, yes, AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. Okay, so this becomes conditional présent of the verb aimer. J'aimerais, tu aimerais, il, elle, on aimerait, nous aimerions, vous aimeriez, ils aimeraient, elles aimeraient. Yes, it's the same for any other verb. Okay, if we take souhaiter, je, okay, we take souhaiter, verbal infinitive, and then we add the ending. Je souhaiterais, tu souhaiterais, il, elle, on souhaiterait, nous souhaiterions, vous souhaiteriez, il souhaiterait, elle souhaiterait. Yes, that's how it is. It's as simple as that. Now, if we take group 2 or IR ending, regular verbs, we do the same thing. Let's take réussir, okay? Obviously, we'll take the whole verb, okay? And then we add the endings. Je réussirai, tu réussirais, il, elle, on réussirait, nous réussirions, vous réussiriez, il réussirait, elle réussirait. Yes, the same goes for choisir. Okay, we conjugate it in the same way. We take the whole verb, verbal infinitive, and we add the endings. Okay. For example, je choisirais, see, verbal infinitive, ending. Tu choisirais, il, elle, on choisirait, nous choisirions, vous choisiriez, il choisirait, elle choisirait. Voilà. Okay. Here also we do the same thing, but there's one small change. Okay, if it's an RE ending verb, we do not directly take the verbal infinitive and add the endings. There's one small change. We remove the E, the last E. Okay, because remember one thing, the base of future simple or conditional présent, which is the same, has to have R as the last letter. Okay, you'll observe that whether it's a regular verb or an irregular verb, the last letter has to be R. So here we already had R. Okay, for ER and IR, here we don't, we have E after that. So we remove that E from the ending. Okay, and then we do the same thing. Okay, we take that verbal infinitive and then we add the endings, terminaison. Okay, for example, prendre. Okay, prendre, verbal infinitive is prendre. We just remove the E, nothing else. We take this is our base. Okay, and then we add the endings. Okay, je prendrai, tu prendrais, il, elle, on prendrait, nous prendrions, vous prendriez, il, elle prendrait. Okay, that's it. Let's take one more example, dire, right? So we just remove this E and we put this verb. Okay. Je dirais. Tu dirais. Il dirait. Elle dirait. On dirait. Nous dirions. Vous diriez. Il, elle dirait. That's it. Okay, that's how it's conjugated. So we take verb à l'infinitif for the regular verbs. Okay, but just in RE we remove E and then we add the endings. That's how it is. What about les verbes irréguliers? They are called irregular for a reason. Okay, they don't follow any pattern. Okay, we don't take verb à l'infinitif like in verb régulier. We have to remember, memorize the base. Okay, for these verbs. So let's cover the important verbs first. Okay. Yes. The first one is aller. Okay, for aller, it's ear. The base is ear, and then we add AIS, AIS, AIT. We'll see that. Aller. Then, if it is venir, then viandre. If it is être, then ser. Okay. Avoir, or. Okay, as we saw, it's exactly like future sampler. Okay, whether it's regular verb, irregular verb, the base is like future sampler. Then faire is faire. Okay, then vouloir, voudre. Okay, pouvoir, pour. Very important verbs. Okay, devoir, devre. Okay, vouloir, pouvoir, and devoir are very important. Okay, then one more important verb, falloir. Okay, so falloir, we have no il faut. Okay, so here faudre. Obviously, it is only with il, so I'll write it. Okay, and then add the ending, obviously, AIT. Okay, il faudrait. Then if it's voir, then ver. Okay, then if it's recevoir, it is recevoir. Okay,